The first bit of movie news, 25 minutes later, is going to be, we're going to talk about the brand new Mad Max Fury Road trailer, which was just released today. Now, first of all, we both love Road Warrior more than we should.
Absolutely.
Lord Humongous has been an inspiration in my life. I can say that in all honesty.
Yeah, you want to. That's another character you want to be, Lord Humongous.
Leave the fuel, and I will spare lives.
So
Well,
you're Lord Humongous, and I'm Mad Max.
fine. You know what? I'll give you that. No, you're the guy whose
I'm the
legs don't
helicopter
work.
pilot. Yeah, I'm the gyro captain.
You're the gyro captain. I'm Lord Humongous.
eating the last little bit of dog food out of the can.
I'm just covered in baby oil, wearing a hockey mask.
That nasty head with the little hairs coming out. No, you know what I am? I'm the guy who catches the boomerang and gets my fingers chopped off.
All right, so with all that weird, crazy shit behind us, now it's finally time to break down the brand new Mad Max Fury Road trailer. So here it goes. Let's push play and break this thing down as we go.
All right, play it.
Play. All right, the opening titles. You got some rusty logos there. I like the rust. I like it.
Yeah. And now we are rolling down the road. It's a very beautiful shot. This was shot on digitally, not on film.
Okay, let's pause it right here. Now here, you said earlier, this is very cult-like.
Yeah, I did want to make a point that I noticed in the first trailer, and especially in this one, that there's some sort of religious cult that has popped up. This movie appears to be much further in the future than the first three films. Of course, the first one was just apocalyptic. Second one was definitely post-apocalyptic. Third one was a little further in the future. This one appears to be in Bizarro world. Everybody's brains have fried at this juncture. They're all crazy.
Yeah, and the third one, he had a mullet. Now, you know what it looks like to me here? It looks like we're in Prometheus, and you have all the engineers, space jockeys, and they lost a little muscle tone, but now they're dancing around with steering wheels in their hands.
True, they do look like Hobbit versions of space jockeys.
Yeah. All right, let's continue on. Push play.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right.
The explosion shooting up the flares. I'm curious to see what that all means in the movie.
Right. I've got a bunch of wankers.
let's pause it there.
Driving
let's
in their...
Pause it there right by Tom Hardy's face there as he's staring, not saying anything.
Right.
The thing about the vehicles in this trailer, first of all, with anything Mad Max, you have these overdone vehicles on steroids, but they're not very fuel efficient. And when you're in the post-apocalyptic wastelands where fuel is the most precious commodity, I would drive like a Honda hybrid or something along those lines.
True. If you had to get from point A to point B in Australia, and there weren't rabid religious racist, not racist, but rapist gangs in hot pursuit, then I would say yes. Drive a hybrid. But in this case, from what I'm seeing from the images here, I would say definitely go for the biggest monster truck you can get your hands on.
Unless, of course, you want to be raped by Lord Humongous or Erectus Humongous or Lord... What the fuck is his name?
I believe it's
Rictus Erectus.
Rictus Erectus.
Rictus Erectus.
Yes.
Okay,
I love that. By the way, while we're on it, let's just... Some of these names, all right? There's Toast, Imperator Furiosa, who is Charlize Theron, Nux... Capable, organic mechanic. That may be my favorite
Organic
name.
mechanic. All right, we'll get to him as we keep going. Let's push play. I like the tanker once again.
Oh yeah, all practical effects, by the way, or 80% practical.
That's
effects.
all I need.
And Max is rising from the sand of the desert,
Wearing his Hannibal Lecter mask. There's our first shot of the CGI sandstorm. We'll talk about that at the end.
And then, of course, we have. The branding.
Yep.
Let's pause it here.
All right. What are your
That big truck is that Pontiac quasi monster truck is jumping through the air. Is that where you have it paused?
Yeah.
All right. The music kicks in. The classical music, the Verdi's Requiem, kicks in, and that's when the chill started for me.
Yeah, the little tingles down below started to reach up into your crevices, up to your soul, and hit your brain.
I haven't seen. This is the best trailer. This and the first trailer, best trailers of the year, in my opinion.
A few of the best trailers, definitely some of the best music that actually kind of a little bit outside the box, but I like it, and it's very Mad Max, very crazy. I like that.
It takes it beyond. This Anyway, I have no more thoughts. It takes it beyond, and then my brain leaked out of my ear.
My brain's on the floor right now. But what I like about this shot right here, before we go on, the resources are running low, right? But there's always enough monster truck tires to go around.
Yeah, and they don't look too. It looks like they have good thread.
Yeah, they're brand new.
Actually, I don't know. They look a little bald.
They look brand new to me. Let's push play. If not, the shocks are brand new. All right.
All right, I'm playing. Oh, here we are.
Steering wheels,
we
once
were in
again. They
storm.
worship the steering wheels.
I love that shot of Charlize Theron.
Yeah,
falling to
yeah.
her knees.
Charlize Theron with her G.I. Jane haircut like Demi Moore from 1995.
Yeah, Navy SEALs. Mastermind George Miller.
Yeah,
All right, pause.
Pause it. All right, so I like how he went from Penguins. He was directing those CGI Penguin movies, and I was like, I think the guy lost it. And then he came back, and these trailers prove that man knows how to make gritty badass.
Yeah, and you know what? I think the thing is, if he had stopped making movies, I don't think it would be as impressive looking. The fact that he kept making movies, even though they were children's movies and CG movies, it kept him technically proficient. And so when it came back around to him being able to do a badass Mad Max, man, he was ready for it.
He utilized all the skills without relying too much on CGI. But what do you think about this character right here?
This Nicholas Hoult, I think that's, what's his name? Let's see, Nux. His name is Nux. And he's saying, what a day, what a lovely day.
He almost looks like Moby.
Yeah, it's got... I mean, that one shot with him speaking in this car with the skull shifter, that feels like the Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome. It's got that stylistic feel to it.
I agree. All right, let's keep going.
All right. I love the drums.
Yeah. Oh shit! Does he come back?
Oh, did you see how that car?
I want to talk about Rictus Erectus just really quick, and you know we have to do it. Now, Rictus Erectus.
Where are we in this trailer, by the way?
What's that?
Is it just playing? Where are we? Are we playing or are we paused?
We are paused.
Okay. Probably in the wrong spot.
But I'm fine. I'm Rictus Erectus, and that's all it counts. That's all you need to know. Now, that's Nathan Jones, and he's from another one of our favorite movies, Troy. He was actually the guy who gets stabbed in the neck within the first 7 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, I love that because the knife goes straight down to the heart, and then he just topples over.
Bulgarius! All right, anyway, yeah, Rictus Erectus, please, if I ever rule the Wastelands, I know I talk about wanting to be Lord Humongous, but Rictus Erectus, I think, would just be a better fit for me. All right, let's keep playing.
But are you going to get lifts for your shoes? Because he's about 7 feet tall, I believe.
Well, let's not get into details. All right, let's keep going.
That machine gun and the way that car.
Yeah, I love these shots, man. These fast little zoom up shots.
It looked like Mad Max. It looked like Mel Gibson there for a second. Did you see that one shot?
If you can't have Mel Gibson, I'll take Tom Hardy.
It's just coming fast.
Pause it right there. Pause it right there where he's on his little
the bamboo
stick flying across to each car.
And can I also just pause for a minute to reiterate that explosion right there, that trucker explosion and all the cars falling around it. I mean, that's all practical effects.
Yeah, it's not digital bullshit.
Yeah.
I like it. I just like how all these guys are dangling from sticks. It's like, are they going from car to car, or what are they doing? It seems very impractical and very dangerous.
I don't know. I know a lot of people have bitched about it, but I think from a visual standpoint, it's really cool. I see that Max himself is on one, so I guess it's trying to go from car to car, jumping from car to car.
It just logistically, I'm curious to see what their goal is right there.
Right, I guess so.
All right, let's push play.
All right. Tom Hardy, Charlize.
That's my man crush.
What's up with Nicholas Holt's lips?
His herpy lips.
he needs a little Vaseline there.
I think he's Rictus Erectus, his little cabin boy.
His little bitch.
His little cabin boy.
Like that blonde guy in the Road Warrior.
Yeah, assless chaps riding on the back of a motorcycle.
All right, with his beautiful mane.
Yeah. Are you paused? I paused it after that.
I'm not paused.
Oh, okay.
I'm already at the end.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're here at the end. The sandstorm is kicking in now. Me and you have a few theories about this big sandstorm, this very CGI-looking sandstorm.
Yeah. As I said, 80% practical effects, but you can see where the 20% CG goes.
All right there. The thing is, here's my biggest fear. Now, obviously, all these vehicles are being destroyed in this scene. I'm willing to bet this is the climax of the movie, and if this is the climax, I think they're showing a little too much if that's the case, and I don't want a sandstorm to be the climax.
I don't either. I'm hoping it's a misdirect and that's not actually the climax of the film, but I would bet 90% that it is the climax. Because as you said, a lot of vehicles are getting destroyed, and it's just a lot of shit going on. And that is my concern overall with both of these trailers. And I wanted to ask you, do you think they're showing too much between these two trailers? Because there's so much amazing stuff going on visually. Is there something even grander that's going to happen in the film? I hope so, but
I hope there's a
don't
twist.
know.
I hope there's a twist. I mean, in Road Warrior, we got that little slight twist at the end. You know, the fuel was secretly somewhere else being transported.
Right, it was sand in the tanker.
Yeah, so I'm hoping maybe they do something along those lines. But I'm sure it's going to throw you for some kind of twist, because if that's the ending, that's the climax, I just don't feel like that was worth the production hell this movie went through for 15 years.
I know, and I fear. I tell you what, though, man, these trailers are so spine-tingling and so incredible to look at. And if the movie is even 50% as good as the trailers, and it actually has more to it than these trailers show, I'm going to be a very happy man.
Yeah, I mean, we both talked about this, but I guess the plan is, through the grapevine, is the majority of the movie is one big car chase. This should be the biggest car chase you've ever seen in a movie, because the entire movie is that. All these moments, all these dramatic moments between characters actually take place during this car chase.
Yeah, I theorized that at the beginning of the film, we see a little bit about Mad Max, maybe get a little backstory, and then he gets captured by this religious cult with Rictus Erectus and Nux and what have you. And then also Charlize Theron and her whores, who she was a hua. Yeah. They're all together, I would assume, and Mad Max escapes with them, although he is tied to one of the cars, so I don't really know how that goes down.
Yeah. Well, you know, my only hope is I hope that there's a cameo scene of Thunderdome, like they just drive past it at one point in the movie. It's back there in the shadows, and maybe you get a quick glimpse at Master Blaster.
Yeah, somebody's looking through at one of those telescopes, and you see Master Blaster standing in there.
Who run Bada Town? Master Blaster run Bada Town. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's our take on Mad Max Fury Road, coming out 2015. I think it's one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
It's definitely my most... I don't know, 2015 is a pretty packed year, man, but it's up there. It's definitely the best trailer for all the movies. Well,
I don't...
That Star Wars teaser, let's not get into that.
I said one of. Either way, this one definitely gets your nips tingling. So anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for...
Underballs.
Yeah, anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts, your opinions down below. Make sure you check out the Crazy Jason's channel. All the links are down below, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.